High Street Asset Management started many years ago, and our unique offering is the fact that we wanted to allow people, South Africans, to invest money offshore. And our aim is diversification is important, and if one's negative about the Rand, High Street Asset Management is a good place to come to enjoy good returns away from South African risk.
So as South Africans saving for retirement, we're a little bit limited in terms of sort of international opportunities, and that's where High Street comes in. They have got offerings that allow us to invest in global companies that gives us sort of US dollar-like returns, and that's appealing, especially for young people. And it's all done in a tax-efficient way, which, over a long period of time, those small differences add up when they're compounded.
It's very boutique in nature. We are personables, i.e. our investors can come and chat to us at any time. They can phone us to ask us about the particular funds that they invested in, and we're always available for those investors. Unlike maybe possibly big investment companies where you have to go and listen to their podcast, for instance, we encourage people to come and chat to us on any day of the week about their investments and about the process and how we invest our money offshore for them.
It's a small and approachable team that offers value propositions. It's a team of South African people who are close-knit and all who share a common goal and help us in diversifying our portfolios.
So High Street's local offerings give us the best chance to maximize exposure to international companies and all in a tax-efficient way.
I think it's most important for people who are just starting working is that they start investing straight away, and that's what creates the compounding effect of the returns. You shouldn't find out when to invest. You should always be invested. Where should you be invested is the question, and diversification is an important thing. If you're a South African, you generally first you buy a house, you buy a car, and all those investments are Rand orientated. In order to diversify, I think it's important to look at offshore investing to take advantage of diversification firstly, and secondly is if one's slightly negative on what happens to the Rand over their working career, that diversification is very important.
So as salary earners, we all know the earlier you start, the better, and even if it's a small amount, that all adds together and compounds, which all adds to your retirement savings. It's not only for salary earners that it's beneficial. There are other offerings like provident funds, but for us, that's what appeals to us the most at this stage of our lives.
Yeah, so us, Ryan and I in particular, young professionals who are not necessarily in the financial game, it's quite a daunting idea or prospect to sort of decide on who's going to manage your savings and your hard-earned money. So for people like us, we think that High Street's approach and their sort of boutique nature makes them really approachable, easy to work with, and they tick all the boxes in terms of the financial objectives that young people want. So yeah, they're sort of the perfect fit for us.
So with its large offshore equity exposure, we have to be cognizant of the fact that in South Africa, the JSE and the companies thereon form a very small part of the global equity market, and also totally excludes sectors like technology and AI and all that comes with it. With the high equity exposure, we do realize that there's increased volatility and market fluctuations, but what we're after is a more long-term So we all know tax is what eats away at our investment returns, and for me, the first place to start is with a tax-free savings account. It allows us to invest up to 36,000 Rand a year. There are also lifetime limits in place, but what it allows us to do is use our after-tax money to grow tax-free until the time when we decide to take it out in retirement. So even if it is small amounts, it adds up over time, accumulates with compound interest. And the other nice thing about it is that you can open them for children for further education or for their retirement one day, as long as it is in their name.
Yeah, I think a tax-free savings account is like a good way to get in the investing game. So once you've got that sorted and you got that under the belt, then you can like progress and add other portfolio additions. So most of us in South Africa have got some sort of asset base here, whether it be a house or a car. But relatively speaking, South African market, the rand, is such a limited part of the global marketplace. So to diversify internationally and get exposure to big global companies like Microsoft and Apple, that makes sense. They've got companies like that have got such big histories, but they've also got big futures. So to invest in the global market just makes sense. So if you want to invest in one of their funds, then you can just go onto their website and fill out the application forms. They're a modern company, so most things can be done online. But like we said, they are very approachable. So if you do need some help, they would more than happily take you through the process. Or if you already have some experience investing and you've got a stockbroking account, then you can just buy or invest in their products like you're buying a share on the exchange.
Having had such a good year at High Street in 2023, we look forward to a great year in 2024 with the view of expanding our client base to a broader, younger crowd of people that will hear more about High Street and hopefully invest with High Street and enjoy very good returns over many, many years.